quick start onto Brutus though for Tifu and Scopes. He's not going to be able to finish that out. My man's a wall taker apparently. They are going to double team him. They get the vaults key at least, but look at this, Legetti and Armand. They're sneaking the vault. They've actually started to control with...
I mean, this is going to be a big speed bump in their way if they don't kind of get things done beforehand. We saw what happens when there's any room for contention with these guys. Their game plan gets kind of split off and apart. It's Sid who's going to be at the bottom side of the leaderboard, but Elige and P-God are here.
I was saying Saf is getting involved in this because he knows, or must have known, the HP status of these players. You got to be careful against players like Unknown and Ronaldo, who might not necessarily be having the best performance or are not happy with their performance, because they will push you at some state or stage of the game. We'll have to see if they maintain composure. Ronaldo going for a big wide flank. Acorn and Jack still up on top, and they're maintaining good position and good footsies to stay away from this and stay away from this fight, so that Unknown and Ronaldo don't even have the possibility. Ooh, a big snipe from the backside. Ronaldo is at 7 HP. I believe that could be either Chapman AV or Dubs and Mega coming off of the rig. They did come off of that, so maybe it's already done. But the angle that they're coming into this is a little bit different. Kind of invading on the space owned, not owned, but typically taken by Chapman AV. So you asked for that update as well, so that could give you insight. Here's Clicks and Cow off the weird spot off Lazy Lake. Somehow they find themselves down at the Misty Middow Dam, right on top, and Clicks gets a big start, but young Cow can't find the pressure enough. Hold on, he almost gets in. There's another team spraying madly and wildly onto Clicks, because I believe they know he's low, and even Calc gets beamed. This is looking rough for this team. Sweaty, this is going to be one of the first zone. Oh my gosh. Calc and Clicks. I think not only is this not a fight that they wanted to take, but they got forced. Their hands were forced for so long. And this, to me, that they're still here and they didn't find a way out, even though, like, again, Vivid and Nanolite at 21 points. Oh, what? Vivid? Giving Unknown a taste of his own medicine. The tap, tap, tap. 2 on the body, 1 on the face. Brings him down 100 HP quick. And he's still looking for more. Almost gets a snipe. Nano and Vivid probably looking very good for Surge, but they've got to be careful, the teams.
Because your shots become easier. Your rotations become easier after that as well. So prioritizing that for the second, third zone is the top priority. Right now, Shark, even though him and Knight got a nice pickup there onto Hogman, finding not that much success off of his game, they're going to be in trouble moving forward. Not as much as other duos, though, because 600 damage almost above Storm Surge is going to be a very good place to operate from. 30 and Elevate, not sure if they're in the same boat, but they are on the same screen. And watch top performers make magic before it actually happens.
And something that we did not necessarily catch in this.
I'm just wondering who's going to have the best position in 4th zone. So much of the agency is already taken over, and oh my god, somehow Calc and Click survive up to this point. But then finally get taken out by Paper and Jamper, and then these guys get all the loot, all the goodies used for their position, can spend so much time in Storm because they have those medkits.
I think it was, what was it, the last game where Jamper and Paper won. It did come all the way off that mountain into the agency. Stretch and Bugha in a fight against Blake and Assault. And they did have an engagement against each other in their heat. Bugha and Stretch fell just short of Assault.
Sometimes trades happen and they affect games later on, not so much immediately as people bounce back. Right now, if we look at the server, 2 duos I want to talk about right here. Knight and Shark, as well as Dubs and Mega, who both have the control of 2 towers. Vix and Voil, though, are very close by, and it looks like Tifu and Scoped are trying for a top spot, but it's going to cost Scoped a lot of damage to his health pool. And now Tifu will have to over-encumber with mats, giving Scoped a medkit to use. They'll be back up and running, but not in the position that they hoped for.
Right now.
Yeah, nothing in zone to land on. There's water all the way on the ground if you come in slightly short. There's so many people on the south side, which is late. Just look at the mini-map. Look at the player count. 50. No one's gone down yet. There's 28 duos. There's our first knock, just slightly in a few ways in. But Dubs and Mega already having trouble in trying to control height. Finally, I think they get it, but there might be people up top.
They just dominated Preen on the way back. And look, Shark and Knight have launch padded off the position that Mega came to, and they're now on opposite sides of 5th zone looking and staring down the barrels at each other with the snipers and everything they have. Oh, Mega actually got the refresh off of that, which is very important. Shark at the same time, they blocked off the angle against Dubs and Mega, and they look down and find a nice double RPG elim against P-God.
There's an artificial makeshift bridge now all the way from one island to the next. And an RPG with Knight and Shark, it might be just an easy target for them to shoot at. Looks like right now from the other side, Dubs and Mega are hoping for the zone. They do not get it. Have to come straight all the way through and by. They still will try to milk it out by any ways and shape possible. But we see Knight's aim. We see Shark's calls as well. So where people are flying, they're prepped and ready. This might be the end. Here's the beam coming through. Doesn't land 2 ARs, but no shots. And an RPG to interrupt them while it's going on. It's getting crazy. It's a height retake. Maybe it's their own builds on each other. No, it's Stretch and Bugha, and they're coming straight for height. Knight has to fight for it. It's Bugha. The fast 90s are there. Doesn't get to connect. Stretch goes all the way up, but it's defense that's reigning true at the moment. And still, the pump shots are coming, and oh my God, the speed of Stretch. He has it, but there's still more launches. A lot more to develop. They've gone up so high. Is this probably too close to the sun? Will they fall? Stretch sees it. He might have to connect straight back to Bugha and calm down.
I see Acorn still up. Bugha way ahead of Stretch. As soon as that fight ended, he made sure that this was going to be connected for the rest of the time. He did get beamed a little bit. Look at Knight and Shark's position so far in front, and Stretch knows it. He knows the targets that he wants to take down, and he is making sure that they have no more of a say on height right here, right now. One thing to note is that because of the late take from Bugha and Stretch, they have way more materials, and Shark, it looks like he's out. It looks like he has nothing left. No more mats in the tank.
And we look at the top 20 looking down from height, we can only really see the top 10. Ved all the way at the back in zone will not be able to survive. Zip is trying to find a way to climb through zone, get up the leaderboard, but will not see a perspective going all the way in. Too many builds in front of him. It's too thick as we see the kill feed at the top left. Masef still getting work done. Clarity, is he finally starting to clutch from up top? Paper Jamper don't have height this time, but have a very good spot in zone to move forward with. They're going to be safe and secure all the way on low ground as they jump back into the home of Bugha and Stretch. It's the agency.
That it is, and I don't even think you can recognize it at this stage of the game. It's completely farmed out. Tfue again in this position. Top 15 just came through, but no materials for him, and he puts himself in an even more uncomfortable spot. And against Dubs and Mega, he does take out Mega, though, which has huge implications. Dubs, though, we've seen his clutches. We've seen his skill, his speed in moments just like this. Only 15 builds, and the zone still, actually, is he going to go out the side? No, he considered it for a second. A zone has a little bit unpredictable ways to move. He's going to try to make his way around. Zate's the guy who's blocking him out, but Bugha and Stretch still on height.
Yep, all the way from the first zone looking for tags, now all the way at the end looking for a chance at the #1 spot that Bugha himself has been missing for so long. They get the first beam down, the jump gun finally in action at its home arsenal. TJ all the way on low ground with Assault just at a sliver of 2 HP, trying to see if he can use that grappler, the RPGs and the Scar. It's so sad because he doesn't have the room to actually do it. It sent it in edgy with a big boomstick coming straight to his box. His reign is over. That loot now gone. The grappler won't be there to contest height. They're still having such a big showcase with these weapons. Dubs is still trying to survive. He sees an RPG from Sent in Edgy before. Gets top 5, has the beam coming through. There's Nox here. I think this might be Paper and Jamper from earlier on that we saw before. He gets a big shot from the back and then denied from the front. Bugha and Stretch finally plunking down, trying to end the game here. There's 4 duos left.
AV in this position before. You've seen him clutch at the agency, how he moves and how he works. Edgy and Scented are one of the full duos. Bugha down, but Stretch just wipes them as well as TJ. And I think it's going to be a 1 versus 1 when this all ends. TJ goes down, but Stretch clutches up in the final moments. AV thought he had it.
We saw the victors fall down. Still, though, not enough for Bugha and Stretch to climb. Dubs this clutch his survival to the top 5, leaves him at the #1 spot with Mega. 44 points. They have a win.